It blewed. The search for Spock is just dire and boring. Simply so predictable. So predictable, in fact, you could take a 5-year-old who has absolutely no knowledge of Star Trek, not a single jolt, and he can sum up this film within 2 minutes. The plot of this film is heavily damaged after the battle with Khan and its crew still reeling in shock in the aftermath of Spock's death. The Enterprise returns home, but technically, Spock isn't dead. It turns out that but technically, Spock is not dead. Just before sacrificing himself in the Wrath of Khan, he transferred his soul into Dr. McCoy. Realising that Spock is still alive, the crew of the Enterprise head out on a mission to find Spock and return his soul to him. Whilst I feel this film is predictable, in the aspects of acting and direction, it's really good. Leonard Nimoy is both actor and director, and he shines in both cases. William Shatner does a very good job once again as Kirk as he goes rogue and against Starfleet to rescue his friend, and everyone else shines. Okay, so Nichelle Nichols as Uhura has a smaller role in this film, as she doesn't appear for about 40, 45, 50 minutes, but she is very good. Also in this film is Christopher Lloyd from Back to the Future fame, and playing the commander of a Klingon ship and the main antagonist. He is quite good in this film, I have to say. I've not seen Back to the Future, but based on this performance, I'm quite tempted to. But whilst it doesn't ruin the acting and directing, the predictability does have an effect on the action sequences. I mean, I'm going to spoil it here and now. The Enterprise is destroyed, but I think everyone saw that coming. So what do I think of these first 3 films in my view? The motion picture, slow but fun. Wrath of Khan, exciting and destructive. And Search for Spock, so boring and predictable. Easily the worst of the Star Trek films. And how do I rate them so far? It goes from worst to best, 3, 1, 2. Tune in next week for when we look at the rest of the original series films of The Voyage Home, The Final Frontier, and The Undiscovered Country.